Got a half ton going couples camping? You're gonna want to see this. Hey everybody, Josh RV Nerd here at Bish's RV. We're out in Idaho today, taking a look at the very first Transcend I've been able to get my hands on. I got a handful of them here. I walked through this one, I went, ooh, that one right there, that is a winner. This is the 240ML. It's very similar to the Imagine 22 XLE. They basically just kind of shift and move a couple things. They put the entry door behind the dining. They kind of move a couple things forward, but what's cool, this one's a little bit longer, but it gives you a private bedroom that the Imagine version of this floor plan doesn't give you. That's a smaller, lighter, more open concept, but still 6,150 pounds. I think this still is generally half-ton towable for most half-tons out there. The ceiling space in this is nice. It's got a true queen bed, which is hard to find in a stick and tin camper. J-Flights are very good for that, but there's not a lot of them doing it. Like all Grand Designs, you have that, they're really well known for having this aggressive, like, radiant barrier package to make your camping experience more comfortable. Also, one of the benefits on this one for that is the fact that it has the Furrion larger air conditioner on these. There's a lot of Furrion in this, like the Furrion 12-volt fridge. And a cool thing with these, any Grand Design, anytime you have a 12-volt fridge, you auto-magically get yourself a solar package of some variety to help offset that. There's a couple things on this that I went, maybe they should have done that. Like, there's a couple spots that I'm like, you need an extra light over here. I'm going to give you that fair look at things and point those out as we go. And if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button so you can always know that we're going to give you straight facts. And let me know what you like about this one and what you change given the opportunity. But man, here's the thing. Look at this. When you get inside of this, do you feel like you're in a stick and tin camper? Because I don't. This feels like it has a laminated upscale feature package in it to me. Now, the theater seat right here, look at that motion light kicking off over there on the right-hand side. The theater seat is directly across from the entertainment center. Like I said, the living room, the kitchen of this, very similar to the Imagine 22 XLE. And if you're not familiar with that, I'll leave you a link in the description. You can check that out, along with a similar Cougar. We are carpetless. We are ventless on the floor. I personally would swap out the pedestal base for a floating leg situation. But wow, look at this table. Look at that simulated kind of live edge. Like, stick and tin campers don't usually get jazzy pants, shiny shoes, features like that. By the way, did you notice how the two cushions didn't match? Well, they actually do. They are reversible. So if you don't like the look of that print, if you want it to look more solid and consistent, you can do that. Or if you want to break it up a little bit, flip it around, just like that cushion that's facing us right now, and you can change it up a little bit. So, a couple things. There's a few spots in this RV that can kind of feel a little bit dark. When the light is on above the entry door, it feels fine there. So I don't really knock them for that or whatever you want to say. But the kitchen nook over here, I feel strongly it needs like an extra light above. You do have the stovetop light down below, but I've got that on right now. It doesn't make a lot of difference. But like I said, this is carpetless. There is a little step up right there. Well, I'm sorry. There technically under the sofa is a little bit of carpet. It's non-walkable though. So I personally consider this a carpetless model. Now, once again, door side windows, direct facing entertainment, some awesome big hitter features that they have included in here. And again, it is a little bit longer than its Imagine cousin, but we're getting things like that extra storage array right there, a couple handy drawers. And all of the countertops in this are that like thermal foil pressed membrane kind of stuff. We do have pleated nightshades in here. I just don't have any drawn currently. And you see how we have doors below the dinette. I will try to remember to open those up in a minute here. First, though, I want to pivot around. We've got that theater seat straight across from the entertainment center on Boardwalk and Park Place. Now, there's not a window to the left of the seat, obviously, because you have a refrigerator there. But what we do have is windows going across the RV. That big window right there, not to mention you do at least have a side window, which does allow you some forward viewing onto your campsite, which is cool. But you've got sweet breeze blowing straight across the RV right here. And I don't know, I think that's pretty darn good. I am really curious. I think I haven't closed the slide on this yet. Hang with me before the end of the video. I will close the slide up and we'll see this in full-on travel mode. But the bedroom of this is something else I wanted to focus in on. As compared to the Imagine or the Cougar, similar floor plan, they're an open design. They have an open bedroom. And it's nice because it makes a shorter RV not feel so small. But the extra length on this one did allow them to fully privatize this true queen bed up here. The total look up front is nice. I would prefer a cabinet above the bed as opposed to just an open pocket. But at the same time, not terrible. The TV location in this bedroom is a little wonky, but I don't think there's really anywhere else they could have put it. I do like those side pocket stands, though. I kind of feel, unless I have missed something, and I'm sort of doing a live look right now to make sure I haven't. Ooh, look at that. Dresser on this side, closet on the other. I'm glad I opened that up. That is kind of cool. Of course, if you really didn't want it, I'm sure you could remove those and add more hanging storage as you please. USBs on that side, but not on both sides. Tiny thing, tiny miss, but whatever. Now, when you come out of the bedroom, though, you know, when you open the door in the morning, this is your view right here. I mean, it feels enormous. But this camper weighs just only 6,100 and about 50 or 60 pounds empty. Now, obviously, you got cargo weight on top of that. It's like Bob Vila designed the thing. It feels bigger on the inside than it rightly should, you know. Just kind of a quick little visual of the kitchen here. And then let's get everything open. Beginning here with that 12-volt fridge. Remember, whenever you get that, you get the 165-watt expandable solar package. That is 12-volt compressor. There is a gas-electric two-way fridge option as well. And the kitchen's a little interesting because visually, with the way that part of the kitchen's in the slide and part of the kitchen's on the rear wall, it is kind of split and divided, but I mean, it all works together. But what's cool is they really went crazy with all of the drawer and the cabinet space for both chunks of the kitchen, as it were. Now, that window right there, by the way, does not open for airflow, but that also means it doesn't have a screen that's going to get greasy. But look at this. You know what I love about a lot of, say, like, you know, Montana-type luxury fifth wheels, Cougars getting good about this? A symmetrical kitchen station, you know? That's exactly what this has. I don't usually see that in stick and tin campers. Now, one of the cool things, there's benefits to stick and tin campers. I personally feel it is a misconception that laminated is better than stick and tin. It's not. It is different than stick and tin. One of the benefits to stick and tin construction we are seeing right here, in that it allows them to put outlets in the walls wherever they want, instead of under overhead cabinets, as laminated RVs are very often forced to do. Nice space for a wastebasket down there. So, you know, laminated versus stick and tin, they're not better. They have very different benefits. I actually have a full video on that. If I can remember, I'll drop a link to that in the video description. If I forget, if you're like, hey, where's the link to the thing? Let me know and I'll get it updated. I record a lot of videos all at once and I have ideas in my head at the moment. And then, I record the next one and then those ideas are kind of gone. Dag nabbit. I said I'd try to remember to get that dinette open. I failed. Oh well, better late than never. They're not drawers, but I'll take doors over nothing, so you don't have to peel apart the dinette to get it. And by the way, storage on both sides of the TV, and that is a TCL Roku Smart TV. So if you want to, hook up some apps or whatnot, you can do that too. Let me spin you slowly so as to not make you motion sick. It took me a minute, actually, to find the light switch in the bathroom. I'm not proud to admit how long it took me, and I realized why. Because it's a sliding door in the bathroom. And I think some people actually, this is one of the very few things sometimes people say about this. They're like, it's great, except I don't like having a toilet right next to the kitchen. Okay, I get that. That's why we make so many different RVs. What I was getting at is the light switch is outside. So if you're kind of a prankster like me, I might shut the light off on my wife and make her mad. By the way, if you want to make your wife a superhero, fellas, next time you make her upset, throw a cape over the top of her head and go, there you are, now you're super bad. And then run for your lives. I'm not saying I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm just saying, just take that from your Uncle Josh, alrighty? By the way, nice larger rectangular shower, easy step in. But, can we get to it with the slide closed? Well, the short answer? Yep. Starting from the bedroom with the slide close, it does not take long to realize this camper is cowabunga, cracker barrel, totally turtle friendly, dude. Kind of like an old snapping turtle pulled back into its shell. It's still just as dangerous. Bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, everything. Perfect for travel stops, great for storage. And if you appreciate the extra info, showing you this thing, open, closed, everything in between, make sure you catch that, hit that subscribe button, catch the next video. Now, one of the first things that really strikes me on these is just the little bit different exterior look on this. Now, if I back up, I'm right next to another camper that has, you know, the traditional corrugated metal, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it feels a little bit old-fashioned, doesn't it? Whereas this feels, instead of a little bit country, it's a little bit rock and roll. I don't know. I kind of like it. Now, up front here, that's the nose of this has an extra thick aluminum skin. Kind of like, you hear me talk about that on Cherokees all the time. It's 67% thicker so that it resists wind buffeting, all that kind of stuff, you know, headwinds. Now, I try to be fair. I don't like the outside speakers on this. I personally, flat out, don't like them. I don't like them up that high. I would really prefer they be down here a little bit. And by the way, one of the cool things here, the stable steps literally make this floor plan possible. Because otherwise, the door is right over the wheels. You couldn't do this with a normal step well, but the stable steps also allow Grand Design's engineers to better balance this floor plan so that they could target those axles exactly where they wanted to and give you better control, ride, and handling. Now we've got a magnet holdback to get down here into a huge, humongous pass-through compartment, complete with double motion lighting that, man, you just don't normally find on stick and tin campers. Now, along with that, somebody actually asked me last night on our YouTube channel, and I love that you folks are asking me all these comments and questions. Josh, why is it that you know, a lot of stick and tin campers don't seem to do wet bays like, you know, big fifth wheels or some of the laminated RVs? And I think the answer as to why they don't do it is because they've never done it. And I know that sounds stupid, but here's what I mean. When an RV is already built and designed and engineered, manufacturers really don't want to have to go back and redo all the work that they've been doing. Kind of like, you know, building a bathroom is one thing, but remodeling a bathroom is a whole nother project. That's kind of what I mean. So a company like Grand Design, who, you know, hasn't been around 50 years, but they're also not new at this point, you know, they're experienced, but they get to build what they want, how they want, because they've never boxed themselves into a corner and here's the rules as to what we do and don't do. By the way, black tank flush over there. That's a nice important feature. I want to make sure I point that out. Notice too, we've got a ladder on the back. Those have become, frankly, kind of hard to find sometimes in the RV industry this year. And that gives us easy access up there to that walkable roof. Now, right from here, I can tell you these other two Transcends next to me also have 12-volt refrigerators because you see the solar package on them. With these, anytime you get a 12-volt fridge, you're getting a 165-watt solar panel. Now, the 12-volt fridge that they're using requires about 90 watts to offset. So they go with a bigger panel than that because it's not sunny 24 hours a day. They want you to get that extra juice to replenish your batteries while it is sunny, so that you can make it through the night, you know. Now, obviously, you got to watch your power consumption, but that's the idea. And it is an expandable system for sure. Plus, not a lot of stick and tin campers are doing attic vents on the roof, which allows the roof to breathe, and it allows that larger, more powerful Furrion air conditioner to work so much more efficiently and effectively. So, as you can see, I got a lot to cover yet. I got to get going. This is my first of hopefully many more of these. Let me know how I did. Let me know what you'd liked about it. And I will leave you links in the video description to other floor plans that are very similar to this in case you want to do a little cross-comparing. But, yeah, this one really just kind of jumped out at me. I stepped foot inside it and I instantly went, ooh, like, there's something special here. And I think if you got a chance to see it in person, you'd definitely agree. So, as always, best wishes from Bishes. You take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.